All right, good afternoon, early evening. Welcome into a special edition of Catch It Up with Tommy Mack here at my home studio, fresh off a great trip down to Stuart, Florida. Had a wonderful time with my wife and our Kelsey girl. Went to see our friends the Norrises and had a great time with their family and friends. Always a good time down there. Got to watch the Jaguar game. We drove back today, and I just got done watching the replay. So good stuff as we beat the Titans twice. So that's great, right? Mac Jones had a good day. Brian Thomas Jr. is awesome, setting records. Josh Hines-Allen had a really good day overall. The defense, it's the same song and dance. Same song and dance. They let him back in. I swear when I watch, I'm like, here we go again. Here we freaking go again. We're just going to let them back in and cause enough mistakes to screw it all up. But we didn't. We held on. Could have if they had a better QB. Guys were out of position again. It wasn't constant, but it was enough. Lloyd was out of position and missed a couple assignments. Antonio Johnson, although made up for it with that knockdown to the pass. Ball should have been thrown way sooner than that, but whatever. He made the play. And we walk off the field victorious. Look, come on, let's keep it in perspective. Tennessee's not a good team. They're not. They got players. Everybody's got players. But they're not a really good team, just like we are. So, you just got to keep, you can do whatever you want, but I'm going to keep it all in perspective. I'm going to switch over here. There you go. Let that big fat head get over that light. Let's shine it down. But good evening to everybody out there. Hope you had a great weekend. And for all you fans that fared the weather, man, God bless you. God bless you. I don't know if I would have went even if I was home, but I'm glad all you did, and they did come away with a victory. And look, they're playing hard. They're playing tough. They're getting after it. The O-line, pretty good. Our defense, we got trucked in the run game. Just gashed after gash after gash. We might have had a couple plays that were good, against the run. Josh made a couple, when he jumped the gap and made a play in the backfield. But man, that Spears was running all over us. Once again, can't get off blocks. You just, I will say there wasn't a lot of rotation, which I liked. I liked seeing Armstead. He was playing a lot of end, but listen, those pressures at the end. He's a defensive tackle. He's so good as a defensive tackle when he's rushing the passer. But I don't think it changes anything. Tennessee's not a good team. I do think Shad Khan's already made up his mind. I thought he has for a while. And I don't really know which way he's going to go. I really don't. Doug, I don't know how else he would talk, or how he would sound, but he sounds like he's coming back. Now, I don't know if that means with Balky or not. Then you hear these rumors Balky may retire. I don't know if any of it's true. But if this game, was it's not. But if it was, I'm going to keep him. No, you're not keeping him just because you beat the Titans. Come on. You're not beating them because you swept them. The Titans are terrible too. And by the way, here we go. This is why the one-score games don't matter, right? We just won by a score. And we almost let them back in. So what if we lost? Let's just say they came back and beat us 23-20. Oh, it's a one-score game. Yeah, but you were winning. You let them back in. It's the same crap every time. Thank goodness we had enough points on the board, to offset that. But hey, man, I'm happy for the fans. I know a lot of you probably ticked off because it did affect the draft. But look, man, I'll say it again. And I actually. Dylan did something. What he said, I'm like, man, I've been saying, it's just, that's what you're talking about, man. You can have we just said what we have. We've had two overall first picks out of how many years? 3? 2 out of the 3. Throw in ETN, throw in Lloyd. We've had picks. We're still 3 and, what are we? 4, what are we now? 4 and 12? Yeah. So what? It didn't change nothing. It didn't change anything at all. Now, don't get me wrong. Brian Thomas Jr. is electrifying, but they took him 21. So what does that say? That I got to get up into the top 5? I mean, I don't know. If you need a QB and there's a good group of quarterbacks coming out, I could maybe see that, Maybe a pass rusher that's just unbelievable, like an Aiden Hutchinson. I think I love the way Trayvon plays, man. So I wouldn't change that pick. I wouldn't. And I think Hutchinson's great. I really do. He's a great player. And but I think Trayvon's great too. And I know his sacks are, he didn't get any yesterday. They were pressuring a lot. Josh Hines-Allen was pressuring a ton. Got himself a sack. That O-line's not very good, but whatever. Listen, you play who's out there. You play who's lined up against you, and you give it all you got. He's 2 away from tying, I think, Tony Bracken's all-time sack leader. And I think Tony did that in 7 years, maybe 8. I thought he got hurt in year 7. He was phenomenal. Josh is a great player. And look, I did call him out last week because, even the announcers were saying this week, they're not, you see him on pressures, but you're not seeing that at the end. It really came on. And by the way, I think Ryan Nielsen called a really good game. I liked his blitzes. We'll go through. I went through the play-by-play. I'll try not to, take too much time to do that. But there were times like they get beat and then he throws a blitz and it just stuffs them. That's momentum during a drive, right? If a team runs out, gets 2 first downs, then you somehow, you blitz, someone shoots a gap, whatever, and you get a hit for loss, you get a little momentum on your side. Right now it's 2nd and long. Now you're thinking pass. Now let's say go conservative. But yeah, look, it was fine. It was kind of a ho-hum game. I would expect in those kind of conditions. I think the footing was rough, man. ETN, he could have had a couple really big gains, and he just slipped. It's too bad. I know a lot of people are thinking trade him. I still like him a lot, man. And I like Bigsby. They both, they're a good 1-2 punch. And I thought Johnson, when called upon, threw a couple screens to him. I thought he did all right. ETN missed a blitz. Come on, Travis. You were doing so good this year. That was bad. But overall, look, man, good victory. I'm happy for him. And you know how I feel about the draft. It's like, one player to me doesn't, I want to see who they get collectively next year. You know what I mean? Let me see the whole thing. Mason Smith, man, I'm telling you. And I really enjoyed the defensive line. There was hardly any rotation. You barely saw Ledbetter. He was out there a little bit. Hamilton and Mason Smith were together a lot, which I'm cool with, right? Even if Armstead's at your end, and as long as it's a running down, I know you can't control that, but then move him inside. When they did move Armstead inside with Josh and Trayvon, and he flipped guards too, man. He's wreaking havoc. I wish I could get him to play D tackle consistently. But regardless, he was affecting the quarterback. Rudolph, tough dude. He took a bunch of shots, but hung in there. Almost brought him back. Almost brought him back. So, Doug, I can't get to your text right now. So if you want to go on the Facebook, make sure. Can everyone hear me? Okay, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay, we're good. All right. Sometimes people text me, Doug's a longtime friend and listener, and he may be having trouble hearing me. I can't get to your text, so quit texting me. Anyway, we'll go through the team stat review. Look, I thought no plays called for Strange. That was kind of weird, man. You got to get that kid involved. He's so talented. And I'll tell you what, I love the opening, that quick slant to Brian Thomas Jr. is the first play is absolutely incredible. Like, that's what I'm talking about. That's getting, it's not even creative. It's just being more ballsy. Now, I don't like it followed up with a run up the center, run up between the guards. They do this trap thing, and then sometimes it works. There was a couple scenes you saw when they did the replay from the end zone. I think it was in the fourth quarter where Bigsby found that hole and shot up into the hole. So on occasion it works. But overall, I don't know, man. I say put the pedal to the metal and hit him again with another pass. Set him up with a screen. They're not thinking that. But overall, it was all right. There was a couple series I didn't like from from press, and we'll see. I tell you, my gut, and I really don't know anything, but my gut tells me Doug's back. Doug's back. And the way he's talking, the way he's acting, and I would be surprised if they're both back to get one more year. That would be if they get it, give us one more year. We went 9-8. We went 9-8. We think we could turn this thing around. They're going to pitch him that, and he may believe him. And I was talking to somebody over the weekend too. Like, think about this. I know what we want. I know what a lot of us want. But if you look on the outside in, without watching every game, okay? So hear me out. We watch every game, so we see it a little bit differently. But you don't watch every game, and you see the Jags, and you say, oh, 9-8 first year, 9-8 second year. Okay, down your third year. Missed their QB, they're going to throw that bullshit in there. But, whatever. You can. It's legit. I don't know how much it would matter, but, with everything else going on. But, that's you could say, yeah, I'd give him another year, because other candidates for future, because I talked to my old linebacker coach, he's in his 80s now. He's like, if you let him go after a bad year, after 9-8, you're sending a message that you're not willing to stick it out enough. And Shad Khan has been known to be even too patient. So I don't know. I know what everybody wants, or a lot of people want, but you just might not get it this year. And look, I'm going to cheer for the team regardless. You will too. We'll all come around. I know everyone threatens to not do this and not do that. If they win, you're gonna support them. You probably support them anyway. You may not go to the games. You may not buy merchandise, but you're going to watch them on TV. You're going to cheer for them. You're not going to want them to lose. And then when they win, if they start winning, and they should, I guess, then you'll go. And we all will be so happy once again. It's been a really down year, a bummer of a year. And you wish you could fix it. I know I do. Like, right away, I wish I could fix this shit, but they got a lot to do. They got a lot of work to do. They got to decide on a lot of guys. Who are they going to keep? Who are they going to bring back? I think they've got a lot of decisions to make. I think overall, O-line, who the tackles are. Although if I had a chance, I'd upgrade left tackle, but that's just my opinion. Van Linen was okay yesterday. He was okay. He gave up a couple. Arden Key had a pretty good game. They got a good defense. They shut our run game down. We did really well on third down again. We'll go over that. I think Mac's just good at taking what's there, I think. And then the typically they're 3rd and 6, they're 3rd and 5, that type of thing. D-line, hey, what's up, bro? Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. Let me see if I can pull that whole thing up. I love when you guys type in. I know you always don't get to it. Yeah, I'm with you, man. And that's all you can do, you can just, and again, I'm not going to get too carried away one way or the other, because it's got to be the full body before we go into, the season. Like, what are they doing I want to see what they do in free agency, don't you? Like, what are you going to do? Who are you going to bring in, that's going to immediately upgrade this team? Are you going to get some defensive tackle out there that can make a difference? Do you see how having big meat, beef tackles do for us? You saw it on Tennessee, with Jeffrey Simmons and Sweat. Those guys, that's a bunch of beef you got to get out of the way. And they're both pretty athletic. That's why Mason Smith's coming out. He needs a little bit more work in his technique. He's still just a bull, big, strong, athletic, whatnot. You put a few things into his, repertoire with his hands and moving his hips the right way, and not just always, trying to go over them. We saw Trayvon do that, right? He used to try to, go, through him every single time, and now he's got game. He can get around. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Sonny, and thanks for listening, buddy. You're from out there in Houston. Look, I still think you got to have the right guys, and I do think they have some of the right guys, but I think they need more. I think they need more. And look, the young guys will mature after this year. They'll have a year under their belt. They should have more experience under their belt. They should feel more confident. Look, I don't know. You look at Lloyd, right? So there are plays, we'll go through it in a minute here. He doesn't take his man. He doesn't take him. And even Archuleta's like, this is really strange. And the way he's saying it, he's like, I don't really get this. Everybody's in man, and then this guy's wide open. And he never called out Lloyd, but when you watch the replay, at least two are him. And then Antonio did something that he like let his guy go, and he was wide open. He's lucky Rudolph didn't hit that. Even on the pass to Aquacno on the outside, on the left sideline, that he's lucky he didn't hit that. But whatever, that's part of football. That sure is. Team Tommy Mac brings you Catching Up with Tommy Mac each and every week. Do want to welcome brand new to the team, Morgan & Morgan, the largest personal injury law firm in the world. Go to forthepeople.com. Great to have them on board. Of course, you see my code ninjas. Listen, you got kids out there. I wasn't into computers, but my era, we barely did the floppy disk, I think, was all we had back then. And it was too expensive for my family's taste. But nonetheless, learn all about coding and everything tech, from security, working with Minecraft, Roblox. You've heard me talk about before. Go to codeninjas.com. Great people. Go to TommyMac.net if you would, and see them all right there. I've totally forgot my reading glasses, which bothers me. But let's see if I got any extra. Let me see. Yeah, he was lost. Yep, I already said that. All right, very good. Let's go through the play-by-play. Some of it was good. Some of it was pretty impressive. What wasn't impressive, that long drive they had to start was the start of the third quarter. Yeah, and it ended up with a touchdown to the wide open tight end. That was Lloyd's guy. Floppy disk. You remember the floppy disk. That was bad. That was a bad drive. But we'll go through it and go and see what we find here. All right, 1st and 10, quick slant to Brian. Great call. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Here he is, man. Stop him, And I would have gone back, maybe not same thing, but done something with him. Or Strange or Parker. Parker, great catch, man. Great way to get your feet down. I didn't think that second one they were going to give it to you, but I'm glad they did. That was a hell of a catch. Not a great throw, a little high. Tiny bit, wee bit. But nonetheless, I like the start of that. Let's go get him. And then what do? ETN up the gut. For no gain. 2nd and 9, drop back. Sheriff gets beat. Cleveland misses. He comes over to help with Simmons, and he doesn't even hit him. He totally misses. But Mack escapes. He gets 7 yards. Bigsby counter right side for 1st down, 4 yards. That was on 3rd and 2. That was good. Drop back has time on 1st and 10. Hits Tim Jones for 10 yards. That was a good throw. Good catch. Good route. 1st and 10. Off tackle run. ETN cuts it up 2 yards. 2nd and 8. ETN up middle, 2 yards. Harris pulls but misses the block. Yeah, he doesn't block anybody. So it's kind of weird. And then 3rd and 6, drop back pass to Strange. He throws it to him before the sticks. So that's where Strange. They always tell you got to run past the sticks and then come back. So you give the guy a chance to complete a 1st down pass. Van Lonen and Cleveland both give up pressure on that one with bull rushes against him in the pass breakup. We get to Cam Little, field goal, go up 3-0. Good job, Cam. Good job, Rook. Look, why do you draft a kicker to 6th round? Because he goes 23 of 24, whatever the hell he does. You know what I mean? So that's why. Saw Matthew Wright out there. He's been a journeyman and former Jaguar kicker, but hey, man, as long as he's still playing, it's good for him. Let's see. Movement is in for Miller in the first drive for the Titans. 1st and 10, drop back. Pass interference on Chad Muma. Josh Hines and Ham had pressure. The pass was incomplete, but it was PI, so another 1st and 10. Here we go. Off tackle. Andrew Wingard loses force, which is the end of line of scrimmage in the run. He gets beat. Muma can't catch him. Big game for Spears. Tajay Spears, record-setting day for that young man. I mean, making the most of his opportunity. And they were blocking us up pretty good. Don't let them fool you. They averaged 5.3 yards a carry. That's despicable. Very disappointed. We made the plays when he had to, so I'll give us that. But nonetheless, all right, Spears left side, Cisco blitz. That's what I was talking about. So here's two big plays. But you got the PI and then a big run, and then Ryan Nielsen calls a Cisco safety blitz. Perfect. Disrupt that timing. Don't let them get going too early. I love it. All right, 2nd and 13. Drop back, dump to Spears. Jarian and Devin on the tackle. 3rd and 12, only for a yard. That was a good play by Jarian. Good jump. Drop back, and Josh Hines with the pressure. Dump to Spears. Great play by Jarian. And then there's a punt. All right, listen, I got to go grab my readers. I'll be right back. They're right here. All right? I'm like squinting my freaking eyes out. I don't understand I was supposed to be. Yeah. All right, sorry about that. And I didn't even find the damn thing, so here you go. Hey, Dad Pod's Friday night at Culhane's Irish Pub in Atlantic Beach. Come join us, 8 o'clock kickoff. It'll be absolutely phenomenal. Hey, but Doug's a big Giants fan, so way to go, Doug. No more first pick for you guys, I guess. We don't know how it's going to end up. All right, here we go. So he calls the blitz. I love it. Drop back to Spears. That's right. You got that. Oh, then we punted. All right, so Jags second drive. ETN up middle, no gain. There was no push. ETN right tackle for 4 yards. A great run. Break Simmons tackle at the line of scrimmage. Actually, Simmons had beaten Sheriff on that one. That guy's a beast. I don't know how many guards actually block him one-on-one consistently for the whole game. You know what I mean? I don't know if they get that done very well. But nonetheless, he breaks the tackle. 1st and 10, drop back. Titans blitz. Terrible blitz pickup by ETN. Mack throws it away. It's incomplete, but they call intentional grounding, and it was. Simmons on the pressure, and or whoever that safety blitz was. Come on, Cisco's got to pick, or ETN's got to pick that up. 2nd and 23, swing pass to ETN, left side. Awesome play call and execution. That was beautiful. 1st and 10, ETN left side, no gain. Van Lanen he got stood up. He got drilled. He didn't do anything. 2nd and 10, delay screen at Dearness Johnson for 3 yards. I don't know if I totally like that call, but I don't think we're going to surprise anybody there. Let's see, drop back all day, scrambles up the middle for 9 yards. Mack does, Bigsby up middle. Cleveland misses block on trap for no gain. He did. We run that play a ton. You just got to wonder if guys are reading it real quick, and just expecting it and making a miss. Because you're not, usually with a trap, you fool them, right? Because they're thinking, oh, I got a free shot. And then bang, they get smushed. That's what a trap is. It's like, a trap. You're trapping them into getting the shit kicked out of them. Which, if you miss the block, it doesn't happen, obviously. Bigsby up the middle for 2 yards in 2nd and 10. 3rd and 8, drop back. Arden Key beats Van Lanen. Simmons pressure over Morse, and it's not good. Incomplete pass, and we have to punt. So that wasn't a good drive, our second drive at all. Let's see, Titans second drive. Trap up the middle, Spears, 5 yards. Trap up the middle for no gain. Great play by Lloyd. Great play at TFL right there for -1 yard. 3rd and 4, drop back pressure. QB escapes for the 1st down. All right, end of 1st quarter. Kind of a ho-hum. It's like, whatever. Kind of a slower game, I guess, in the rain. Slow in the rain. 1st and 10. Drop back, roll out. Rudolph keeps it, gets 4 yards on the right side. Quick throw to Boyd. He's wide open. Bubble screen. Cisco gets knocked down. Campbell late to recognize on that play. Remember that early when they set it up? They were just late. Yeah. You're right, man. No arch for you, buddy. No arch for you. Let's see where we're at. Spears left side, cuts it up, big gain. Cole kicked out. Aluakin is blocked. Yeah, he got blocked out on that one. Spears right side, cuts it up, runs through Wingard. Both the linebackers are blocked. That's another 10 yards. 1st down, left side, holding Tennessee. 1st and 20, drop back, wide open. Or no one open, sorry. Pressure, he throws it away. 2nd and 2. Drop back, has time. Ball deflected. Lloyd makes an interception. Great job by Devin Lloyd. Heads up play there, man. That was a heads up play for sure. And in the rain, and he held on to it, which is no easy task. That ball is slippery, man, and it's big. I don't know if you've ever really held a real NFL football, man. They're big. You got to have big hands to hold on to that dang thing, especially if you're a quarterback. All right, interception. We get the ball back. Here's a good drive. End around, jet sweep to Brian Thomas Jr. right side. It was a huge play. Great call again, catching him off guard with the superstar. 1st and 10. Tough sled for ETN, but he gets 5 yards. 2nd and 5. End around again. Big play. Strange had a great block on that one, no doubt about that. Fake run the other way. They actually pulled 2 guards thinking they were going to run that way, and actually Strange went and then came back, and he made a great play because he ran into his own guy and had to recover. 1st and goal. ETN bounces outside, gets chased down. 57 chased him down. At least on that one, he had the leverage. He had the outside leverage. 2nd and goal. Drop back throw to Parker. Back end of the end zone. Great catch, Parker. He's had a good year, man. And there are guys like that you can build with. We know who they are, but he's one of them. I mean, you can really utilize a guy like Parker Washington for sure. And listen, I love Captain Kirk, I do, but could you replace him with Parker? I think you could. I got to think more about that. I don't want to say that set in stone, but that would get me thinking. I mean, look, he's been hurt twice too, so how durable is he? And I've been hurt. I know. And I'll tell you what Coughlin said to me after I hurt my foot. He's like, Tom, we can't risk it anymore. You had the ACL in 97, 99, you just can't risk it. So maybe that's the same. I hope he can continue to play because it's the greatest game in the world. There's no doubt about that. And I've always loved Christian Kirk. I think he's a great player. And he's been great for us when healthy. But Parker, man, he's making plays, man. He's making plays, and he can return punts. Caleb Johnson had a couple tackles on kickoff. I wrote that down. Good for him, man. I always want to see who's making plays. He makes a ton of them on special team. All right, let's see. We're up 10-0. Great job. Here we go. Rocking and rolling, kicking their ass. They go almost 3 and out. End around to Aquakno. You think they copycat? I mean, that was such a copycat move. Like, hey, look what works. Well, why don't we try it with our fast guy? And it kind of worked. He got 17 yards. Good call. Got to give him credit there, I guess. Drop back all day long. Pass break up by Devin. That was 1st and 10. 2nd and 10. Muffled snap. There was a penalty, an illegal snap. I never really heard of that one before. Looked like he slipped out of his hand. 2nd and 15. Run up the gut. Spears for 6. What do I see? Oh, not getting off blocks. Hamilton and Mason Smith. 3rd and 9. Pressure. Great call by Nielsen. And a punt. Yeah, they call it like a TE. The tackles go upfield and the end starts and then comes underneath. And usually it's just a hallway right to the QB. Not a very long hallway, so you better get going. But it is. And if you kill shot for sure. We forced him to punt. So great job by the D there. That was good. We score. We're ahead. That's what I'm talking about. We haven't had that much. We get the ball back, and we get a field goal drive. It's our 4th drive. Bigsby, left guard for 2 yards. We didn't run the ball very well. 3.7 yards carried. Terrible. Not good enough. Definitely not good enough. Mike Bumpus, my former teammate and my good friend. His son is going to Boston College. Big Mike Jr., going to be a defensive lineman for our BC Eagles this year. Really excited to have him in it. That's what we need. Another Bumpus on campus. I might have to go there just to make sure everything's smooth. You know what I mean? Because I could always keep you under control, Bump. If anybody could. I'm kidding. All right, here we go. Bigsby left guard, 2 yards. Bubble screen. It was good blocking for 6. Sheriff had, he got hurt. Yeah, Hans comes in, but he came back. Quick out throw to Duvernay. That was great. Great 3rd and 2. Nice throw. Got a first down. ETN, right side, tackle for loss. The Titans, they throw a blitz. Those run blitzes work. They do, man. They're really smart calls, especially off the edge, for sure. And if you do a little twist with your inside backers and it's a running, it can be pretty effective as well. Deep throw, right sideline. Brian Thomas Jr. This was a great throw. That's that, down on the sideline. Say this wall is the sideline, right? There's a wall here with windows. It's on the outside, and it was perfect. Perfect catch, perfect throw. That was really, really, really good, man. Really good. All right, run up the middle for 3. 2nd and 7, quick slant to Brian Thomas Jr. Great throw and catch. Great route, 6 yards. That was good. 3rd and 1, QB sneak. Did a few of those yesterday. 1st and 10, drop back. He missed him on that one, on that 1st and 10. 2nd and 10, drop back toss to Bigsby down the sideline. Missed that one. It was a great pass play break up by the defender. I like the call. We don't see that much. I liked ETN out of the backfield. They're coming out of the end zone. That's a little bit later, but I like that call. I want to see more of that. Like, why are you, come on, especially ETN. That's his game, man. Open spaces, open water, That's where you got to get ETN the ball. And I do like the way he runs too, but I'm not willing to just let him slide. All right, let's see. Where do we get? We get the throw was off. Toss to Bigsby downside. There was great play. Pass breakup. Brian Thomas Jr. downside. That was overthrow. So I don't like those play calls. Like, okay, where's another quick slant? Or where's Parker, in the slot? And, that kind of stuff. Like, why don't we see more of that? Like, I don't know. Like, you're going to the well too much down the sideline. Like, you went there 3 times in a row. Why? All of a sudden, Max great down the right sideline? I don't know. That to me was pretty dumb. Nonetheless, we get 3 points. Jags up 13-0. In control. Man, when is the last time that's happened? Fucking never, it feels like. I'll tell you that much. 2 minute in the 2nd quarter. 2-minute warning. Titans 4th drive. All right, 1st and 10. Drop back pass. That back shoulder throw. I don't even know who he threw it to. I didn't even catch the guy's name, but Campbell got beat on that one. Campbell was all right. He made a couple plays. He missed a couple. He's got, look, if you're going to be paid big money, you got to play big all the time, man. Andrew Winger talks about how he's a baller. Well, then be a baller every play. Not selective. Can't stand when, look, man, I'll never forget. And I'll be real quick. There was an article in the Boston Globe that was written about me, about Mike Vega, a friend of mine, or became a friend of mine. And I hit some guys in practice, like legally in practice. I knocked 2 front teeth out of 1 receiver. That was when you could hit him back in the day. Knocked the wind out of another guy. Anyway, he started talking about big hits and yada yada and whatever. So Coughlin, read it. It wasn't bad. It was all about team and that kind of stuff. And he said to me while we were stretching before practice, he goes, that's great to be known as a big hitter, but that means you got to be a big hitter every single time. And I was like, yes, sir. I get it. Right? And that's all I'm talking about. And I think Campbell's fine. I don't think he's as great as some people think he is, but I think he's got the tools to be a very, very good cornerback in this league. Clearly they think that, or at least they're laundering that money through him. But he's got to be even better than that. All right, so 13-0. Here we go. He gets beat on that one. Spears right tackle for no gain. Great play by Jefferson and Devin Lloyd. Devin made some plays yesterday now. He missed some, but he made some. 2nd and 10 drop back. He misses it to Spears. Lloyd's on the coverage. There's good coverage. Another drop back. Rudolph takes off for 7 yards. It's 4th and 3. Quick throw to Ridley for 9 yards. I think that was the first time they got him the ball. Let's see. Drop back throw on 1st and 10 to Ikeen. 12 players on the field. Way to go, Jags. There you go. So that got 1st and 5. Spears up the middle for 5 yards. It doesn't surprise you. You're up 13-0. Of course they're going to make it. They're going to make a mistake. You know what I mean? Of course they're going to make a mistake. That's what the Jags do. I don't know what it is, man. They get lackadaisical or something. But 12 players on the field, that should not. And that's coaching too now. They got to know. But typically someone counts. Usually the back end counts. Like, how many do we have out here? They weren't counting, or they miscounted, or something. But nonetheless, that was good. Then Spears up middle on 1st and 5 for 5 yards. All right, and then we continue on. It's 1st and 10. Drop back. Oh, great pressure by Josh Hines-Allen and Trayvon. Hits QB. The fall has a fall. That was great. Yeah. No line recovered it. Too bad. 2nd and 15. Sparks up the middle for 5. Aluakin and Cisco had a really good hit on that one. Aluakin making a tackle too. 3rd and 10. Dump off the Spears for 5 yards. Field goal. They settle for a field goal. 13-3. There we go. Peterson calls time. Oh, yeah. What was that? Freezing the... Why would you freeze? Why would you freeze the kicker when you're 3-12 and the end of the first half. Not your kicker. Why would you freeze the other? I couldn't believe he called the timeout. And it was like 1 second left on the play clock. What was that all about? That was kind of dorky. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, you're 3-12. You're not like vying for the playoffs or nothing. It just seemed weird to me. But nonetheless, they get the field goal. Jags 13-3. All right. Start of second half. Titans get the ball. They go down the field. This one was not good. I didn't like this one at all. They were running on us. They were throwing it on us. The quarterback was taking off. They got a score out of that to make it 13-10. Here we go again. Let's go through it because there's some mistakes. Yeah, here we go. 1st and 10. Spears, left tackle. Good play. No, not a good play. They were all blocked. Lloyd, Aluakin, and Mason Smith. Cisco made a good hit. 8-yard gain, though. 2nd and 2. Spears left side. No gain. This is right after halftime. You're up 13-3. You should be feeling great about yourself. You should be well rested and ready to kick their butt for another, half. Misdirection to Aquanco for 19 yards. Lloyd totally misses his man-to-man. Totally just go. And then he just kind of runs towards the quarterback. I don't know. Does anybody say anything to anybody? They got to say something to him. I mean, even a little like your teammates being like, yo, bro, what are you doing? Do you not look at him? You're taking your eyes off him? What are you doing? But that wasn't good. Spears up the gut for 11 yards, killing us. End around 8 yards. Ridley fumbles it. Remember, in a bag for picks it up and still gets 8. Good hustle by our guys. I have to give them that. 2nd and 2. Spears in the Wildcat, 9 yards around the right side, but then a penalty. So that brings it back. 2nd and 7. Spears stuffed up the middle for no gain. That was a Lukin. Nice play. 3rd and 7. Drop back throw all day long. Ridley for 19. Buster Brown on the coverage. Hey, he's a tough guy to cover, and I like Buster. He's a guy I'm bringing back. I'm going to make him compete for that starting job, but I like him. I think he's a good player. 1st and 10. Pitch to Spears. Cuts it up for 8 yards. Alukin and Lloyd, our inside backers, are both blocked out of the play. 2nd and 2. Throw to Ridley. Pass break up by Buster. That was a great play, Buster. Way to come back. 3rd and 2. That's what you DBs got to do, right? You get beat, you got to come right back and make a play. Let's see. Spears up the middle. 1st down. Armstead. First time you heard his name, but he made the tackle. It was on 3rd and 2. Spears kind of didn't run through it, but got the 1st down. 1st and 10. Lukin had a big hit. That was a 1-yarder. Spears up the middle again. Lukin smashes him. 2nd and 9. Play action misdirection to Aquanco. Wide open. Just wide open. 3rd and 2. Play action. Touchdown throw to 84. Wide open again. Lloyd bites on the fake and then doesn't take anyone, which is his man. So, again, what week are we? And how many times does this happen? You know what I mean? I know a lot of people, that's cool. It's not, it's, at this point, it's player. Or he can't retain it, or he just, I don't get it. He just totally just loses his mind and then goes rogue and does nothing. I mean, he's trying. It's not like he's just standing there, but he just goes rogue and he's out of position. 84 walks into the end zone. I mean, here we go. 13-10. You're up 13-0. You let him right back in. Right back in, man. It's such Jaguar football, So bad. And then our guys get the ball back. Their 5th drive. Up the middle for 2 yards. Quick slant to Brian Thomas Jr. It was off on the throw. Penalty false start on Van Lanen. 3rd and 13. A screen to Johnson. You really considered a punt. I mean, just gave up a long drive. Now you're 3 and out. You know how it just steamrolls that way. It sure does. All right, 1st and 10. Titans 6 drive. Spears up the middle for 3. Lloyd on the play. Spears left side for 4 yards. Jefferson on the play. 3rd and 3. Throw to Aquanco. 1st down. Antonio Johnson on the coverage. Or missed coverage. I know he tackled him, but he didn't get on him. Yeah, that's what Archuleta's saying. Hey, just let him pitch and catch it there. Remember when I talk about when it's zone, you still got to go to your man. If the man's in your zone, you go to the man in the zone. And then you make sure no one else is coming into the zone. And if he's going out of the zone, you look for someone to come into the zone. It's not easy. I mean, it's like directed traffic, but, that's the job. You got to do it. All right, Spears up the middle, 3 yards. Yeah, I did that already. Sorry. Sweep play. Oh, great play by Josh Hines on that tackle for loss for 5 yards on that sweep they tried to get. That was great. Oh, this was great. Now this is big play, big money, showing up to make big plays. That's what this is. This is Josh Hines Allen on this series. So the sweep left, he gets the tackle for loss, 5 yards. Next play, sack by Josh Hines Allen. Trayvon Walker is there as well. And then throw to Aquanko, no gain. And then they got a punt, and on that play, he was pressured. Josh Hines Allen had a pressure. So he had a sack, a pressure, and a tackle for loss to get them off the field. That's how you, I'm not calling them out, but where was that all year? You know what I mean? The defense. I mean, you've been such a letdown all year long. And there's a lot of reasons, and it ain't injury. So I'm not even going to hear that. I don't believe in that. Especially on the defense. But it's been so disappointing. And you've got to clean it up. You have plenty of talent. Think all that young talent you have. You do. You know, and Antonio Johnson's one of them. You just got to hone him in a little bit. He could be a really good safety. You know, I think you can hone in Cisco a little bit, although I don't know what they're going to do with him. You know, Jari Jones, really good player. I can't wait to see more Prince. I think he can cover. You know, Buster Brown's a younger type player. Ventrell Miller, Mason Smith, Jordan Jefferson. Trayvon's young. Josh Hines Allen's got plenty of time to keep playing. You know, Campbell's relatively young. You know, you got guys that are good. They're good players. They just need a little honing in. You can't have mental errors. You can't have missed assignments. You can't have these things because you never know that your offense can make them up for you, like it save your butt. You know, you got to assume they can't. So, just not, you know, you got that's where was that? But a great series by Josh Hines. Just absolutely fantastic. We get the ball back. Etienne up the middle. If he doesn't slip, I'm telling you, this guy, he's got talent. And you know what's going to happen? Because you know what? He's not as fast as Marshall Faulk, but I'd use him like Marshall Faulk. I would. I think he can be a really, really good player in this league. I think he can. And I like Bigsby too, and I like Bigsby being my hammer, and I think he sees the field great. I like the 1-2 punch. I don't want to see Etienne just dismissed. I don't know if you're paying a 5th-year option. You know, I think it's pretty heavy being a first-round pick. But I don't know. That guy's too talented. Got to be better at blitz pickup. Got to be better at that. But I don't know. I like him. I like him a lot. All right, here we go. So start of the 4th quarter. It's 13-10. Jags have the ball. It's 1st and 15. The counter again. Etienne bounces. It's penalty holding on DeGuara, number 80 run. A great run. A great run that was called back. Another. I mean, he's so close. You know, he gets a good run and penalty. Slips. I mean, I like him a lot, man. I do. All right, 1st and 25. Quick throw to Brian Thomas Jr. for 9 yards up on the right side. 2nd and 16. Drop back throw to Parker for 24 yards. That was that dig route. Just so you know, a dig, right? They look like they're going to run a post, and then they square it off right across the field. And typically run the right way, and the other routes are run the right way, and you got time, that play should be open because it's really hard to defend. It's really, especially if they run it the right way, because if you're thinking post and then he, right, without hesitation, you know, squares it off, you're still, right, here I am running, I don't know if I can do this just, here's the offensive player, and then he goes in, you know what I mean, and I'm like, it's going to take me a minute to put on the brakes and get over there. So that play is usually open. That was a great play. 24 yards, 1st and 10. Bigsby right side for 8. There you go. 2nd and 2. Bigsby up the middle for a yard. 3rd and 1. QB sneak. Another QB sneak for 1st down. 1st and 10. Bigsby off right tackle for 6. Beautiful. 2nd and 4. Bigsby up middle for 2. I know they're trying to run out the clock. That's where you really need that power run game. You know, when you're trying to run out the clock. Although you're only up. What are you up? You're up at this time. Yeah, you're up 20-10, right? Yeah, so I mean, it's, you know, you don't have to get that conservative. But they did. But nonetheless, they end up in a good spot here. Bigsby up the middle for 3. A QB sneak at 3rd and 1 for a 1st down. Bigsby left side for 4. Drop back. On 2nd and 6, misdirection, toss to Parker. Good job, 3rd and 1. Bigsby up the middle for 4. Good blocking by Morse and Sheriff. 1st and 10, drop back. No one open. Max scrambles for no gain. 2nd and 10. Misses throw to Etienne in the flat. Sheriff is out again, and Hansen come in again. 3rd and 10, throw to Brian Thomas Jr. Great throw, great catch, great. He had pressure coming into his face, just makes the throw. That's what the job is. I'm going to get hit, still got to make the throw. 20-10, Jags. A beautiful, beautiful pass, beautiful catch, beautiful route, beautiful timing. That's what we're talking about to Brian Thomas Jr. Just making records, baby. He ain't breaking them, he's making them. He's doing great, man. What a find. What a find. And 21st overall, right? Come on. Would you trade him for anybody? I don't think I would, man. I don't think I would. I love that guy. 20-10, the Jags up. And what do? Well, we let them kind of go down on us, go down the field on us. They only get a field goal, but they're trying to set it up for the game winner. And here we go. 1st and 10, drop back to Ridley, 11 yards. 1st and 10, throw to Westbrook. Ikine for 7. Campbell on the coverage. 2nd and 3. It looks like they put Campbell on Westbrook, Ikine, and then they put Buster on Ridley. Very interesting, right? No, I think it is, especially if Tyson's my shutdown. Why isn't he on Ridley? Maybe that hamstring. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just guessing. 2nd and 3. Let's see. Now we got Chestnut because Spears after the hit that Josh Hines-Allen put on Spears, he's out. So Chestnut's in. He goes up the middle for 2 yards. 3rd and 1 QB sneak. They a little bit of their own medicine. 1st down. Quick throw to Quanco at 6 yards. 2nd and 4 drop back. A dig route to Ridley for 21. Brown on the coverage. That dig route will get you, man. 1st and 10. Chestnut draw up the middle for 7. 2nd and 3. Rudolph pressure, scrambles, he gets a 1st down. Cole misses. Yeah, he had a shot at him in the backfield, but missed. 1st and 10, Rudolph pressured again by Trayvon, he throws it away. 2nd and 10, Rudolph pressured again, sack, Mason Smith. Armstead was there too, they were both on the inside. Great, love seeing that kid keep going. 3rd and 13, penalty false start on Latham, on Josh Hines-Allen. 3rd and 18, quick swing pass to Chestnut. They settle for the field goal. Jags up 20-13 to get the ball back with 1 minute and 50 seconds left. And what do you think we do? Long drive and just run out the clock? Of course not. With the 2024 Jaguars, we don't do that. Gotta take it down to the wire, man. Make it exciting. So 1st and 10, Etienne up the middle, 3 yards. 2nd and 7, Etienne up the middle, 3 yards. 3rd and 4, Etienne up the middle, stuffed, no gain. Simmons made a great play. Punt. Really? You know, I don't know. I mean, look, you're hoping you break a run. I get it, but you're not. You're not. So why not just get a little creative there? I'm okay with the first run. And make him think that's what you're going to do, and then you play action and hit the tight end, across your tight end. You know what I mean? That's the kind of play caller I want. Right? Don't you like aggressive? You're gonna make mistakes. When you take risks, it's not always rewarded. We all know that, but you mitigate it through what you play call and down the distance and where you're at, whatnot. But I want aggressiveness. I don't want to be like, 3 yards you caught it dust, too bad. Come on, defense. And let's be honest. I mean, our defense, they did okay yesterday, but they didn't. It's not like you could count on them. Like, yeah, defense can get the job done. Glad this game didn't mean much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. But nonetheless, we give them the ball back. And I wrote, here we go. We let them back in. And we did do that. All right, 1st and 10, pass on kind. Pressure by Josh Hines-Allen. That was a good line call, but it was complete. It was a dig route right over the middle. Remember, he went underneath. Oh, drove him to it. That's just like that alleyway, that path right there to the QB has got to be so much fun. 1st and 10, drop back, throw to Ridley. Clean pocket for 24 yards. 1st and 10, drop back all day long. 7 yards. Tyler Boyd gets that one. So in 3 plays, 12, 24, and 7, 31, and 12, 43 yards. Almost half the field. 2nd and 3. Let's see. Throw down the sideline. He overthrew. Yeah, that's where Quanco was wide open. I think Antonio Johnson had a missed assignment on that one because he shouldn't have been wide open. 3rd and 3 flag. 3rd and 3 flag on Josh Hines Allen for lining up in the neutral zone. I mean, had a good game, no doubt, but 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3, and you give him an automatic first down. Again, I'm glad this game didn't mean too much because a good team would have capitalized on it. But I don't get that. And you're on the end. You're looking. I mean, it's just laughable. Like, you're on the end. You can see the ball. You can tell where your eyes are compared to. Are you looking up a little bit? Are you looking straight down? Are you looking back? You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, you don't. Attention to detail. That's what this team is. No sense of urgency when it comes to attention to detail. That's why they're 4-12. It's not talent. It's not. That's got nothing to do with talent. And that's got nothing to do with coaching. Where's the leadership in that one? Come on, man. You're one of our horses. Can't be doing it. Cannot be doing that. But nonetheless, we give him a first down. Drop back. Armstead, a pressure. That was good. He was on the inside. Incomplete pass to Boyd. A little kid on the coverage. 2nd and 10. Armstead hits Rudolph just as he throws. It's an incomplete pass from the defensive tackle position again. 3rd and 10. Great blitz call. He missed the sack, Wingard did, but a good call. It still affected the play. It was an incomplete pass. It was a good. I like that aggressive play call, right? We're not just sitting back trying to keep it in front of us. No, we're gonna attack them. We're gonna go after them. I wish we saw that all year, or more of that all year. 1st and 10. We call play. We call timeout. Here we go. It's 3rd and 10. Incomplete pass after Andrew Wingard missed a blitz. 4th and 10. We call timeout as the play clock goes to 0-1. So you must have been worried about something. That just seemed weird. You waited for the play clock to go all the way down and to 0-1. But nonetheless, then 4th and 10. Throw icon. He's open. Rudolph should have hit him earlier, but he didn't. And Antonio Johnson knocks it down. Jags win 22-13. Great. Hey, man, I'll take the victory. Again, it's Tennessee, so who really cares? I mean, we care because we don't like them, but they stink. There's no chance of nothing here. We get Indy next week, and we'll take care of that. Let me get into the final team stat review. It's not pretty, but what is pretty is Team Tommy Mack, and I absolutely love him. Again, want to welcome Morgan and Morgan to the team, baby. Love having you on. The largest and #1 injury law firm all throughout the world. Pretty darn cool. ForThePeople.com. We all know that one. Absolutely. We've got Carpet Man's Flooring Man, Carpet Man LVP, Carpet Man's LVP. Go to carpetman.biz and go check out all the flooring from carpet to tile to hardwood. They've got it all for you. Check them out at carpetman.biz. J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling. Go to jdog.com and go right to their website and see what they're all about. Veteran owned and operated. They come take your junk, refurbish it, and give it to families in need, veteran families in need. And they also have their hauling business for all you contractors. 844-GET-J-DOG. Fields Cadillac, you know where they're at, down at the St. Augustine outlet malls. And they're also on Blanding and I-295. Of course, they're my title sponsor for Riding Shotgun with Tommy Mack. I can't announce the guest, but if it comes through, we're rolling dice, baby. It's going to be great. It's iconic. Let me just say that. Iconic guest on the show if it comes. And we'll get him at some point, I'm told, but we're hopeful for this next one, which is the 8th. Azar Sausage, homegrown and down home, 3rd generation. Business right here in town, John and Phil. They do a great job, and I tell you what, we get our monthly supply, and we eat it quite often. So in your favorite dish or in a bun, Azar Sausage is the one. Yes, I come up with these jingles all by myself. Newmark, Phoenix Realty Group, my friends over there. I've known them since 2001, after I was done playing with the Jags. I became an industrial real estate broker with Phoenix Realty, and now they're Newmark Phoenix Realty Group, and those guys are still together. I'm not, but still friends with them, of course, and they're absolutely fantastic. Check them out, 904-399-5222. They handle all the scope of commercial real estate right here in Northeast Florida and beyond. I already mentioned Code Ninjas. Check them out, codeninjas.com. Salt Air Inn and Suites. Make sure you check that boutique hotel out. A great, great spot. 4 blocks from the ocean, 2 blocks from all the action. and pretty darn close to Culhane's Irish Pub for the Friday night outing of the Dad Bod starting off at 8 o'clock. But it is a boutique hotel, Salt Air is, with concierge service. Whatever you need for the beach, anywhere, in and out the beach, the place is perfect. Got a little pool, great rooms. Check them out, Salt Air Inn and Suites. Family tradition, specialty foods, home of Coconut Joe's hot sauces, some of the best hot sauces you'll have. I'm not a big hot sauce guy, but when I started trying Coconut Joe's, it's never left my table. 4 great recipes to choose from, and they got more on the way. Michael Nickens of State Farm. He's been my State Farm agent for a very long time, over 20 years. Michael and his staff, they are absolutely fantastic, 24/7 coverage, and they'll take care of you all day, every day. Give them a call, 904-777-6888. Christmas sales bail bonds. Hey, man, get thrown in the clink. He gets you out in a blink. He's the number 1 name in the bail game. I don't rhythm and I don't rhyme, and I don't have the time. But anyway, it's a great spot if you get in trouble. I tell you what, I've never had to use him personally, but I've had to use him. Make sure you put his number in your phone, 904-822-2245 for Christmas sales bail bonds. Last but certainly not least, it's Freedom Finance. That's right, my man, Courtney Myers. Happy birthday, Courtney. I heard today is your birthday. Happy birthday to you, my friend. And thank you so much for being a part of Team Tommy Mac. Anything financial, whether it's the books, you're trying to raise money, trying to forecast, that's where Freedom Finance comes in. Fractional CFO work, if you will. Just make sure early stage, mid stage, what have you stage of your business. Let Courtney take a look at your financial part of it and see if he can help you out. Go check him out at freedomfinance.llc. And you can see all of Team Tommy Mac at TommyMac.net. Just click on their logo and they'll take you right through it. So if you get hurt out there, you'll see Morgan. Dink, you click it, boom. You're right there on the website. All right, thanks, Team Tommy Mac. You guys are fantastic. All right, final team stat review. Yards per carry. We know the score, 2013 Jags. We'll take it. Yards per carry. Word to bag, 3.7. Should have been good. Couple holding pedals, couple slips, couple this and that. Have been better, but nonetheless, 3.7. They were at 5.3. Yards per attempt, 7.9. I don't have the percentage. Mac was pretty good yesterday. I think it was 15 and 22, something like that. That's good. It's probably 65-ish%. And Rudolph was a yard and a half less at 6.2. And I don't know his percentage. I apologize for that. I thought he played, under the circumstances, he played well enough, It was a good game to watch. It was, if you didn't know anything about either team, you'd watch that game. There was some excitement. There was, the weather and whatnot. Third down, 8 for 13 on offense. I tell you, the last 3 weeks have been phenomenal. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's more manageable third downs. Or maybe Mac is just seeing things a little bit better and can dink and dunk a little bit better than Trevor. I don't know. But it's been pretty good. Our defense not good. 7 of 14, 50% they converted. They also converted 50% on fourth down. So those aren't too good there. We didn't have any tries on third down, or on fourth down. Sorry. Sacks, we gave up 2. They gave up 3. No interceptions for Mac Jones. 1 interception for Rudolph. Great play by Devin Lloyd. So we end up with a +1 turnover margin, and they end up -1. So that's it. We got one more game to go, but that's all right because we got a whole off season to get into everything Jaguar, and we'll do that here on Catching Up with Tommy Mac. Oh, by the way, my NFL picks did pretty well this week. We'll see how I do tonight, but I think I went 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 2 so far, and I got Detroit tonight over San Fran. I lost. I took a shot with New Orleans. I mean, after watching the Jags and the Raiders, I didn't think anything. And I know New Orleans isn't very good either. And I thought Indy would take down the Giants. I did. And the Giants, they must not need no quarterback or not want one. I don't know. I think the draft's going to be interesting. It just changed. But we'll talk about it all. We'll talk about what's happening with here the Jags. We'll go through the playoffs because I love playoff football. There's no doubt about it. So, all right, so this is my last Catching Up with Tommy Mac before the new year, which is tomorrow night, midnight. Just want to say Happy New Year to everybody out there. It's funny, we were driving up from Stewart, and we're like, I'm kind of worn out. I don't even know if we're going to do anything, but it is it's an emotional day for me. Because my dad died on New Year's Eve morning back in 1995 when I was 25 years old. So every year I wake up and I just think about that, think about him. It's peaceful. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting around sobbing or anything like that, but it's just a time to remember. And then I think about him pretty much every single day. He was my hero and still is, and he did a lot of great things for our country, and he did a lot of great things for me. And he was just a great dad, and gone way too, man. I look back, I was only 25. At the time I didn't think I was that young. But then I look back now, I'm like, man, yeah. But my girls all know him. My wife, my 3 girls, it's like he's alive. They know all about him. They talk about him, all that good stuff. So listen, I always say this, and I haven't said it in a while, but you should always hug the ones you love and always tell them you love them every chance you get, because you never know what tomorrow is going to bring. And it's so true. And I pray for anybody out there that is going through some tough times, because I know it can be tough. And guess what? No matter what the Facebook profiles look like, everybody's got some shit to deal with. They do. I don't care if they live in a mansion or a small house, they ride a big car. Everyone's got something. Could be health, could be family, could be finance, could be anything. Could be anything. So don't think you're alone, man, because you're not. And I pray to the good Lord. I thank him for all that is good in my life and all the blessings that he's given me and my family. And number one, his son. So not to get biblical on you, but I am a man of faith for sure. So I want to wish you all a very, very happy New Year. And hope 2025 is a great year. It'll be my 55th year. So how about that? Maybe it'll be a really magical year for Tommy Mac. I tell you, it's been magical just being able to do this show and, bringing it to you twice a week all throughout the year. And I'm going to continue to do it, man, because I love doing it. Thank you so much for the support. One of these days, I'll figure out how to, why does it have to be backwards? You know what I mean? It's just strange. I can't figure it out. It's got to be in a setting somewhere, and we'll figure it out when I get a little bit smarter. So until next time, stay safe out there. Be cool. And we'll see you right here on Catching Up with Tommy Mac. Happy New Year, everybody. Cheers. It's just water, trust me. Cheers to a healthy, happy, and prosperous 2025. All right, see you later.